everyone, it's Lizzie. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be walking you guys through how I set up my December monthly budget. So if you guys are interested in seeing what I have to say, then keep on watching. So the first thing that you want to do is, of course, meet with your spouse, your significant other, and create this plan together because you both should be on the same page when it comes to setting up your budget. But one thing that is essential in your monthly budget is your calendar. You want to lay out all of your bills that are coming due, anything like that. And then what I did here is just penciled in a utility bill that I never really know what date it is due. Sometimes it's the 20th, sometimes it's the 23rd. So I just penciled it in knowing that I have to plan for that upcoming expense. And then I also write in like if there's birthdays, events that are happening, and also the days that we receive a paycheck. So in December, it is the first month that we are changing how we are getting paid as far as the frequency goes. My husband, he just got a new job. He's no longer getting paid weekly like he did before. He gets paid bi-weekly. So these are his pay days. Is on Thursdays and they're every 2 weeks, and then mine is the same, so it's twice a month. So we have to plan accordingly. But it's pretty important when you lay things out this way so you have that visual of things that are coming due. And I will write in a little bit more once I get dates of a few things, and I'll have to write it in here. But this is very important when you are starting out your monthly budget. So the next thing is using every dollar. And I've already put in the numbers here. I'll just go ahead and mark them down on my worksheet here. So you'll start off with the income, any giving that you may do. We do tithe, so this always comes out right off the top when we get paid. And then all of our fixed expenses along with any of the variable expenses in here. So there's one thing that's a little different in my budget, and that is I am also subscribed to this Disney Plus. I love it. I have been binge watching all of the old Disney shows. Guys, let me know if you guys have this and what is your favorite movie or show that you're watching on Disney Plus. So this is also a new subscription that we have, and then there's also a change in our internet. So our internet bill used to be $65.99, I want to say, and now it's up to $69.99. So we're paying $70 for internet, and I'm on the hunt for finding a different internet provider. However, in the area that I live in is very limited of what is available. So we have Spectrum, and it's $70 for 100 megabytes or however fast the speed is. I have no idea how that works. But I need fast internet for doing YouTube and uploading and all of this stuff. So I really need a good internet. So that's why we're paying $70, but dang, it just keeps climbing and climbing. But if you have suggestions, you live in the Central Florida area, let me know what you use. I need cable high-speed internet. So if you know something, a company, I'm willing to give them a call and see what I could find out. So now I'm gonna go ahead and just write in my numbers here, and then if I want to get into detail about things, then I will go ahead and share that later on in the video. Okay, so I've already filled in everything, all of my expenses. All of this pretty much is the same as it is in every one of my budgeting videos, but I did want to point out one thing, and this is something that I learned from Jordan Page. I talk about her a ton on my videos because I've learned so much from her. And one of the things that she talks about is the 70% rule for your expenses, anything that you're paying out, and all of your spending. The thing that she mentions is that 70% of what you make is what should be what you spend out. And then the other percentage, so the 30%, she says 10% should go to giving, and then the other 20 should go to savings. So check out her videos. She talks a lot about that. So what I think is to start that out, because my goal and our goal here in my household is to live on way less than what we make. So 70% would be a good goal for us. But to start out with, we would like 80%, living off of 80%. So if we take the $447 or $44.70, I'm sorry, as the income amount, right? And if we figure out what 70% is. So 70% is a little less than what we pay out. So right now we're way over. But if we take 80%, so the $44.70, and figure out what 80% of that is, $35.76. So that's a more reasonable goal for us at the moment. So all of our spending, we're gonna try to get it to no more than $35.76 or close to that amount. So right now with our expenses here, the total is $32.65. So if we subtract the $32.65 and the 79 cents, we're left with a total of $310.21 to still be within that 80%. And I shared this on one of my videos, but I figured I'd add this into this video. So if you haven't seen that, here it is. So 80%. So we still have $310.21 left of that 80%. So right now that can be included in our sinking funds amount. So right now we're limiting ourselves because we have our goal of saving for a car. So we're putting a lot of money into our car fund, and any extra we will put it to our car fund because our goal is to pay for a new to me car, so a used car for me, because I'm going to be returning my car lease. So we also have to take out $67 because that is our debt. So that is part of the spending. So now we're left with $243.21. So I'm also going to take away the $20 for that offering. Some of you may be questioning me on that, but that is a whole other story. So now $223.21 is what is remaining. And we set aside certain funds for our sinking funds. So $144 is what we decided that we wanted to set aside for that. So that leaves us with $79.21 still left for that 80%. So we're leaving it be that way, and we want to be below that 80%. So this is awesome. So this is a way that you can figure out, okay, well, what should I be setting aside for the sinking funds? I had no clue of what I should be setting aside for that. The only thing that I did know is the grocery amount. So this was a great way for me to and us to work out the numbers of the different envelopes, because you may be asking yourself, well, I don't know how much I should set aside for home, or how much is good for spending or toiletries or anything like that. Whatever your envelopes are, this is a great way for you to start off, figuring out what that number should be. So the 80% rule is what I would recommend starting off with. So taking your income and then figuring out what 80% of your take home is, and then break it down by your expenses. What is left over, that is what you can put aside for your envelopes or for other things. And then the other 10% can be put towards your savings. So for this example, well, not an example, this is my actual budget. So for that the remaining 20% that we still have not, applied funds to, 10% is going to go towards tithe. This is just what we believe personally, that we give back to God what belongs to Him, and He will bless us. And we have seen that time and time again. So 10% of that 447 or 4470 is 447. And then the other 10%, so the remaining 20, so 10% is going here, and then the other 10% will go towards savings. So right now we're having a little bit more. So $448.80 is going to our goal. So that's a car savings. You can have it going towards debt if you've already have a good amount in your emergency fund, your savings, whatnot. You can put that amount towards debt. You can put it towards, if you want to save for a vacation, whatever your goals are, you can do this. And as you can see, we don't make all that much, to be honest, but we are living on our budget, and it doesn't matter how much or how little you make. You can make a budget work for you. You can still put money towards savings. You can still do the things that you want to do. You just need to be realistic. and really have a conversation, to sit down with your spouse, with somebody that's very close to you, and just have that conversation of what is it that is most important to you? What are your goals? Write them down and figure out a plan. So I really recommend that 80-20 to start with, and then work your way towards that 70%, because imagine what your life will be like and how you would feel if you had a growing savings account, if you had a vacation account, if you had all of these things for future trips, for, you know, being able to buy something that you want on Black Friday, setting aside different categories for those specific events, for holidays, for gifts. Just imagine, and you can do it. And this is our example. This is what we do. And that's why I share my numbers, and why my husband doesn't mind me sharing this, because we feel that by seeing an actual live budget of a family and seeing how we figure it out, and we still are able to save $526 in a savings account, that is just amazing. You know what? It's not where we want it to be. Honestly, we would love to make more income, and we're working on that. We're hustling. But the fact that making $4,500 monthly, we're still able to save a little over $500 in a savings account, that shows that we are blessed. We are truly blessed, and everything that we do, we hope that it inspires you to get on a written budget, write down your goals, and move forward in what you are wanting to do, which is hopefully to be financially free. So guys, this is everything for today's budgeting video. I hope this has inspired you to get on a written budget. It is not too late. You can do it, and I'm here for you. And I hope that this community will be growing and supporting each other. So that is everything for today's video, and I will see you guys in a brand new video. Bye guys!